Welcome to today's topic. We are going to be talking about the role that hormones play with weight loss. I'm very excited to go over this content with you. If you are watching or listening to the replay, then comment below replay squad. Okay, so today's topic is all about hormones, and specifically we're going to be talking about what are the 5 signs that it's not your hormones that are causing your weight gain, your weight loss plateau, and your frustration with your body. It's very tempting and it's very kind of seductive to think that it is our hormones as women that are causing our weight gain and contributing to our inability to lose weight. Why? Why is it tempting to think that? Well, because it would be easier if it was your hormones. Am I right? It would be easier if you could just go to your doctor and get a pill that would fix your hormonal imbalance, and then you would just magically lose 20 pounds. It would be easier. It would also be easier because you wouldn't have to confront the fact of what you're eating, how you're moving your body, how you're coping with stress, and your lifestyle. So I get it. It's very tempting to just want to be like, oh, it's my hormones. That's why I'm not losing weight. But very rarely is that the case. Very rarely is it actually your hormones causing your weight gain or preventing your weight loss plateau. So we're going to go through the 5 signs that it's not your hormones for you today. So let's talk about this. Now, the first sign that it's not your hormones is you ovulate and menstruate normally. So this is a great sign that your hormones are healthy and on point if you are ovulating and menstruating normally. Abnormal menstruation is a sign that something is off. Menstruation is actually known as the 6th vital sign because of how much information it tells us about the female body. It is a great thermometer, so to speak, or barometer of what's happening internally with a woman's body. So when your menstrual cycle is off, that's a sign that something is off in your body. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean that your hormones are off just because your menstrual cycle is off. It can indicate all kinds of different issues in your body. For example, you could be fighting an infection and that could impact your menstrual cycle. When I got COVID, I actually got my period like a week early. It was like my body was like, abort mission, we will not ovulate, like have a period early, like go. So that's just one sign that, my body was fighting an infection, was this abnormality with my menstrual cycle. And as soon as the infection cleared, like everything went back to normal. So it's really important as a woman that you are paying attention to your menstrual cycle. The problem is so many women are on hormonal birth control now, IUDs, that they have no connection to their natural cycle anymore. They have no clue what's actually going on for them hormonally. So they're disconnected from their body and their hormones, and then it's easy for them to think, ooh, maybe it is my hormones at play, but it's probably not. You're just so disconnected from your own hormonal cycle. So I really recommend not being on any type of hormonal birth control because it can really skew your own viewpoint of your body, and it can confuse you, and it can make you really unclear what's actually going on internally. As a reminder, a normal period comes every 24 to 35 days, and a normal period length is 3 to 7 days. If your period is shorter or longer than that, something's up. And if your cycle is super short, like you're bleeding every 2 weeks, or you're bleeding at 40 days, 45 days, that's a sign that something is off. So if you're ovulating and menstruating normally, that's a sign that it's not your hormones. And if you're on some type of synthetic birth control, like an IUD, which will disrupt your period, or any type of oral birth control, I recommend getting off of it and using other forms of birth control to really assess the current state of your body. The second sign that it's not your hormones causing your weight gain is you drink more than 1 alcoholic drink per week. You might be saying, Heather, this feels really strict. Just 1? Yes. Here's the thing. You cannot outwork your alcohol intake. Also, if your hormones are off, like let's say they were off genetically or you had Hashimoto's or something, the first thing to do would be eliminate alcohol. You struggle to confront that alcohol is a huge hormone disruptor. It's also a huge toxin in the body. I see so many people, talk about like eating organic or reducing chemical exposure to things and drinking pure water and all these things, but yet they're still drinking alcohol. I'm like, the biggest toxin that you're putting in your body is all that alcohol. I truly think one day alcohol will be like smoking. We'll be shocked how much people drink, and there will be so much research to indicate the negative effects of alcohol on our body. Alcohol is a toxin, and especially to women's bodies, because women's bodies do not process it as efficiently as men's bodies. Okay, so as a woman, you actually do not handle alcohol as well. The recommended max daily intake for a woman with alcohol is 1 drink per day for health and vitality. If you're drinking more than 1 drink per day, you are putting your liver at risk, your pancreas at risk, your brain health at risk, your gut health at risk, your mental health at risk. And even drinking 1 drink a day is still too much for optimization of the body. If you have a weight loss goal, then drinking more than 1 drink a day will set you back. Any alcohol intake correlates with increased risk of cancer. So there's really no benefit to drinking any amount of alcohol. And if you are drinking, you cannot say that it's your hormones. There's no way to know for sure if it's your hormones causing your weight gain or your weight loss plateau, because you have the variable of alcohol. And alcohol actually could be the root cause. So your hormones might be disturbed, but if you're drinking alcohol, the root cause is not your hormones. The root cause is the alcohol. And by removing the alcohol, you would actually solve the hormonal imbalance. You don't need to add anything. You need to take something away to solve this problem. Remember that alcohol disrupts your liver's ability to detoxify estrogen, so can therefore lead to tons of hormonal issues for you as a woman. The third sign that it's not your hormones causing your weight gain is you have never consistently focused on the quantity and the quality of the food that you are eating. Look, if you have not controlled the nutrition variable, then you have no idea if it's your hormones or not. You cannot have all of these variables: alcohol use, sedentary lifestyle, poor nutrition, stress, and then be like, I think it's my hormones. I'm going to go to my doctor and have them test my hormones to make sure that it's not my hormones preventing my weight loss. Well, even if your hormones showed up abnormal on that test, we still don't know what's causing that, because you still have so many uncontrolled variables with your nutrition, your alcohol intake, your lifestyle, and your stress. So you have to understand that you have to control the nutrition variable in order to get clear on whether your hormones are actually at play or not. Okay, the fourth sign that it's not your hormones is you are sedentary and you get less than 8K steps a day. Again, if you don't move regularly, there's no way to know if the movement variable is actually what's causing and contributing to your weight loss plateau. There's no way to know it. Now, notice I didn't say work out 5 days a week, super crazy intensity. I said, are you sedentary and do you walk less than 8K steps a day? If that's the case, then you need to get moving, because you moving more could be the thing that not only improves your hormones, but also causes your weight loss. And the fifth sign that it's not your hormones that are contributing to your weight gain is you have normal labs. Look, if you have normal labs, chances are it's not your hormones. And even if your hormone labs are abnormal, the solution is still not to just give you medicines and supplements. It's to deal with your lifestyle. The first line of defense is not to add things, it's to take things away. It's to remove the alcohol. It's to reduce the stress. It's to, reduce the things, the sugar, the junky carbs you're putting in your body, the fried food. Then it's about adding things like adding more nutritious fruits and vegetables to your diet, adding more lean protein, eating the right amount of food for your body, eating more complex carbs, adding more movement in, adding more sleep, adding more stress reduction techniques. It still involves a lifestyle shift. You cannot just take a pill and magically lose 20 pounds. That's not how it works. And you can't just take some hormone supplement and magically lose 20 pounds. I actually work with an OBGYN in Austin, and he refers me clients, and these women come to him convinced that it's their hormones causing their weight gain. A lot of times it will be like a postmenopausal woman, and he'll test their hormones and their hormones are normal, and he'll send them to me. And then I'll start working with them and getting a view of how they've been eating, and it's obviously their nutrition. And then when they start eating correctly, they lose the weight easily, all right, and moving more. So what this involves, look, it involves you showing up for your body daily. You got a meat suit. You were given a meat suit to live inside of. You're a soul inside of a meat suit, all right? And while you are on earth, alive, you got to take care of your meat suit. You have to become a woman who prioritizes taking care of the vessel that you've been given, that you've been entrusted with. And look, it takes work. It takes work to take care of the vessel every day. You gotta water it, you gotta feed it, you gotta walk it, you gotta play with it, you gotta rest it. Okay, it's like having a dog, all right? This is your new pet, your own body. And you have to be willing to nourish it. You have to be willing to put in the work to take care of your body and make new choices. No one else is coming to take care of your body for you. They're not coming. It's you. You are the one. And when you start to do that, when you actually apply yourself to taking care of your body in a really nourishing, regular, consistent way, what becomes available to you is wellness, vitality, energy, confidence, radiance, happiness, productivity, results in your life, mental health improvements, reduction in anxiety. You know, I'm about to be 41. I turned 41 in a couple of weeks, and I honestly have never felt better in my body. I was thinking about this weekend because I actually didn't work out for a day or two, and my body started to not feel good. And I've discovered that, oh yeah, I have to move my body every day. I've either got to walk it, do some yoga, do some weights. I got to move it somehow every day to prevent aches and pains. But I live pain-free. I don't wake up with back pain. I don't sit around all day in pain. I don't have hip pain because I take care of this vessel that I've been given. And the older you get, the better care you got to take care of it, right? It's like as your car gets older, you have to take it in for maintenance more often to keep it running. When you first drove it off the lot, it's got that 3-year warranty on it. You just had to change the oil every 6 months and do nothing. And it just worked perfectly. And then at year 4, 5, you had to start doing a little bit more often. You had to go in and have something replaced or fixed. And then year 15, you got to do another overhaul. Year 20, year 25, year 30, man, that car, it needs a lot of work to stay working. And your body's the same way. If you neglect your body, it's going to start breaking down earlier than it has to. And I truly believe that we can live a long, healthy, vibrant life by taking as best care as possible of our bodies through nutrition, lifestyle, and movement. I hope this clarified for you the 5 signs that it's not your hormones. So if you've been wondering if it's your hormones, you have more clarity about how to start to eliminate some of those variables and actually get clear for yourself if it's your hormones or not. If you want to learn more about nutrition and how I can potentially help you lose 10 to 30 pounds without hunger or forbidden foods and have a healthy lifestyle that helps you age well and feel amazing, then feel free to click the link in my Instagram bio and drop your email for weekly education from me. If you have questions about this topic, feel free to comment on this post or send them to me on Instagram. Thanks so much for joining, and I will talk to you soon.